A year ago, I spent over $1,400 to buy a flood-damaged BMW that originally cost nearly $140,000, an X5, just to fulfill the BMW dream I've had since my 20s. In this episode, join Daewoo as we go through the entire repair process for this flooded car. Let's take a look back at the car's condition when it first arrived. As you can see, the inside of this engine bay is completely covered in mud left behind by the floodwaters. Furthermore, the entire interior is full of mold and smells terrible. Right now, let's hook up the power to this flooded car and test it to see how it reacts. We'll start by connecting the battery. Hey, look at that. The dashboard lit up. The blower motor is running now. Hear that? Listen. See that? All these lights are coming on. Let's insert the key now and see if we get any response. Sigh, nothing. Pressing the start button, still nothing. Well, that's disappointing. Next, let's check and see if water has made its way into the engine and transmission.
Let's remove the spark plugs and use a ball scope to see if there is water inside the cylinders.
Hey, look. See these cylinder liners? There's no rust at all. See? Not a single scratch. Water has entered the cylinders. Let's extract the water now.
Spray some penetrating oil inside to lubricate the cylinders and pistons. Now let's lift the car up and check if there's water in the oil pan. You can see there is a lot of water in the oil pan.
Now add fresh engine oil to it. Apply some oil to these rotating parts to prevent scoring when we turn it later. Let's crank the crankshaft by hand now and see if it moves. Okay, no problem. It turns perfectly fine.
Extract the penetrating oil we just sprayed in.
Now, squirt some engine oil into the cylinders too to lubricate and protect them. After installing the spark plugs, the pre-treatment of the engine is done. Next, let's check the transmission, transfer case, and differential for water ingress. Let's see right now if water got into the front differential.
It did. Now let's see if the transfer case has water in it. Sigh, this one has water too. Now let's check if water entered the transmission. Look at this fluid. When it first starts draining, the fluid coming out first is milky white. This proves water has entered the transmission. Let's remove the transmission oil pan now and see what's going on inside.
Look, inside this transmission oil pan, there is still a lot of oil and water that wouldn't drain. There's a lot of residual fluid and impurities left inside. Look at the color of this fluid. It has turned into a sesame paste color. Originally, I wanted to clean this oil pan thoroughly and put it back on. Then, after the car starts and I confirm the transmission is fine, I change the fluid again and replace the oil pan. But during the cleaning process, I found that inside the filter of this oil pan, there is some metal powder. Because this oil pan and the transmission filter are one integrated unit, therefore, this oil pan definitely cannot be reused. See that? These are aluminum shavings. See these here? Actually, it's not a lot. This should be considered normal wear and tear. Overall, no major issues. Just to be safe and avoid wasting money, we'll just replace it with the cheapest oil pan that costs around $10. Since we can't be sure if the transmission has issues, to avoid wasting money on new fluid, we'll directly use a distillation method on the old fluid and evaporate all the moisture out of it. Then we'll pour it back in. After this fluid is thoroughly mixed, it has turned into sesame paste. Look, do you see this steam? This is moisture. The moisture from inside the fluid is now evaporating out completely. This lid is completely covered with condensation. Now we just wait with the heat on low and let it simmer for an hour. The moisture inside should be entirely gone. Over an hour has passed now. Let's take a look. See, there is absolutely no steam on top anymore. See, this means the moisture inside has completely dried out. Look, after this fluid has completely cooled down, the level has dropped this much. See, that's how much water was in it. Now, let's filter the fluid and pour it back into the transmission. The transmission is handled. Now let's deal with the front differential and transfer case. First, use a heat gun to blow inside for 2 or 3 days and dry out all the moisture inside entirely.
Now add fresh fluid to it.
All right, everything that required priority treatment is now fully handled. Let's start removing the interior now. First, give the interior mold a quick rinse.
Now we are ready to start tearing it down. First, remove the seats and interior trim panels. Now remove the dashboard. Now, this car has been completely stripped down. Look at the wiring harnesses of this car. Look at all this. Next, we are going to get everything completely cleaned up. The roof headliner didn't get submerged, so let's protect it. Now I'll show you just how troublesome it is to clean a flooded car. All these crevices and holes must be thoroughly cleaned out. Try not to leave any blind spots. Now we begin cleaning the wiring harnesses.
After washing the wiring harnesses twice, let's take all these connectors and clean them twice as well. Every connector, top, bottom, left, right, front, and back, must be washed twice to ensure they are absolutely clean. If a lot of mud remains on the connectors during future use, once the interior gets damp, the mud will absorb moisture and corrode the connectors. After cleaning, blow out all the moisture and dry them completely.
After the interior is clean, let's wash the engine bay. First, remove any parts covering the hard-to-reach areas and clean them properly. Now let's wash all the removed interior parts. Now everything is completely clean and dried. We are now ready to start reassembly. Now let's organize all these wiring harnesses. Wrap what needs wrapping. Replace clips that need replacing.
Now let's reinstall all the ignition and electrical components. After putting them back, we will get ready to wake it up. Let's also deodorize the carpet while we're at it. When treating car odors, I almost always use the odor removal spray from my store showcase.
Now apply an anti-corrosion coating to the various rusted iron brackets. Sand them a bit so the paint adheres better. Put these parts back in their original places. Take all these rusted bolts and refurbish them completely. Now let's reassemble all the computer boards back into place. After reassembly, let's hook up the power again and test it. Let's see how it reacts now, guys. Hey. Hear that? The blower motor is running. The blower motor is running. See, the dashboard lit up. Dashboard lit up. The air suspension is moving. Let's insert the key now and see if there are any more surprises. So exciting. Oh my god. The power can even turn on. See, the electronics actually turn on. Man, this is a huge surprise. Look, all the lights on the dashboard are on. Let's try starting the engine now and see if it fires up. Here we go. No response. Won't start. No good. The starter motor might be seized. Let's take the starter out and fix it. It's completely dry inside. Wow, it's stuck tight. Wow. So it was definitely the starter motor seized up earlier. We'll service the starter motor, put it back, and it should spin. After reinstalling the starter, we'll swap in a good engine ECU. Let's see if the starter turns. Hey, it spins, it spins. To clean out the cylinders, add a little engine oil so it doesn't wear when cranking. Install the ignition coils and spark plugs. We are about to fire it up now. Here we go, guys. It started. Wow, it finally started. Right now it's misfiring. 1 or 2 cylinders definitely aren't working.
This misfire is because there's oil on the spark plugs or gasoline preventing the spark plug from igniting. The spark plugs have been cleaned again. Let's start it again.
Wow, there's so much smoke in the back. Let's check if oil pressure is building. If the oil flows, we can relax. Wow, there's still so much smoke. Let's start it and shift gears to test if it can drive away. Here we go. Art drive. C. In drive, press the gas ... Wow, see that? It's driving away now. Wow, let's see if shifting is normal. First gear. Second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear. Fifth gear. Sixth gear. Wow. Let's try reverse gear.
Man, the transmission is perfectly normal too. Reverse and drive are both working. Awesome. Furthermore, the display is normal now, see? The gear indicator is normal. Ah, good news, good news, good news. After successfully starting the car, we will now take all the interior parts and reassemble them all. Next, enjoy an immersive experience of reassembling a flooded car.
Changing the previous purple interior to a black interior. Now take these few beige interior trim pieces and dye them black. Swap in a set of salvage seats. Fully assemble the engine bay too. Now take the old, yellowed headlights and give them a full restoration. After solving all the electrical issues, this car is considered fully repaired. Now let's admire its handsome look after the repair.
My heartbeat elevates. Every corner pulls me in. Bass is running through my skin. I let the night begin. Letting go of what's been. Energy rushes through me, breaking every boundary. This is where I'm meant to be. Pure electricity. Midnight frequency tonight, lifting me into the light.
Alright, the videos for this car are fully updated. My story with cars will continue. Thank you for your support and watching. Now let's use some gasoline. See you in the next car video.
Through the night, hit, turn it up twice, hit, let the beat ignite, hit, shake me into life, hit, cut through the night, hit, turn it up twice, 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 twice. If the dark tries to stay, I'll dance it all away. I'll find my perfect sway till the break of day. With every fading sound, I keep my solid ground. My soul is real.